Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to have you here for the Ton Stamp Hop. If you are not familiar with the Ton Stamp Hop, I'm going to add all the information in the description box. There's some fun giveaways, new releases that I definitely recommend you check out. And I have all the channels that you need to hop on over to be a part of the giveaway. Now, I'm going to be using some of the new releases, and this is a gorgeous label stamp. It's called Labels and Tags, and it also comes with some dies. And this gorgeous second edition Fill It In Sentiments. I have the first edition and I love it. It's one of my favorite stamps. Love those large words that you can use as titles. I'm going to have a lot of fun with these stamps. I'm going to be documenting 4 photos in my traveler's notebook, and I hope you keep watching and see my process. Don't forget to leave a comment and check out all the information about the giveaway and the hop down in the description box. I will leave all the links there for you. So let's go ahead and start working in my traveler's notebook using the new stamp sets from the Ton Stamp. Okay guys, let's start working in my traveler's notebook. I'm going to start by stamping out the labels, and because the stamp set is all connected, you can use your stamp platform to stamp it out. Now I had a little problem where my camera cut off, so I missed recording the first time around when I stamped out the labels. So what I decided to do was do it again because I wanted to share with you how easy this is. So I literally stamp it out using my stamp platform, and I don't get a good impression the first time around, but that's fine. I just add more ink and restamp it and it turns out perfect. Also, the dies are connected, so you can stamp these out all together, then die cut them out all together as well. So I just love that. You can just do this a couple of times and have a bunch of labels on hand. You can stamp them out in different colors as well. But anyways, I want to start working on my spread. I'm going to grab my traveler's notebook and a few photos of my son on his birthday turning 18. I love using multiple photos on one spread, especially when it's an important occasion, because, you know, it takes away which photo do I choose. I like them all, so I just made sure that my photos would fit, like multiple photos would fit on one spread. And I want to back them up because my pattern is yellow, so I want to bring in some of the yellow to the right side. And I also want to break up all the yellow by using some green pattern paper. I just went through my stash and grabbed a few different types of cardstock. And I am tearing my cardstock because I love that look. I feel like it adds a little something to your layers, and it's not very like cookie cutter style, you know, just trimming every single border and layer. So I like to tear off my paper. It's a lot of fun and it adds a little something to your spread. Once I'm done backing up my photos, I decide that I need to soften it up a little bit, and my go-to to soften up my layers is doilies. So I'm gonna grab my doilies and I end up using just one, trimming it in half and backing up my horizontal photos. I'm gonna kind of ignore the vertical ones because there's not a lot of space around them, and I know I wanna use my labels as well. So I'm just not gonna even bother, and I'm just going to back up those horizontal photos with my doily and call my layering done. I really don't need a lot because I have a lot of photos on one side of my spread. So I still want to keep that in mind that, you know, I need the space to add my labels and some different words. And also if I wanted to add embellishments, I have that space. So I'm just going to go for it, and I'm already loving this spread, even though I'm not even close to being done. Let's start working on my labels. I want to fill out these labels with words. Now the label stamp set comes with a few words that you can, you know, add to your labels. You could use stickers if you wanted to. You could use your other stamp sets to fill out your labels. But I like the words that are already on my label stamp. So I end up stamping favorite. I believe I stamp out details and highlights. And then I'm going to grab the stamp set from the Fillet stamp set, and I'm going to use some of the words on there. Now, because they're large sentiments, I end up just inking the word I want to use, like kisses and amazing. And it's really easy to do. I just literally just ink up the word I want and stamp it inside the label and call it done. I want to use my labels as layers and just to make the photos bold, I guess. So I end up kind of using them, tucking them behind my photos. I add some over my photos. I love labels for this reason because you can add so much to your spread by simply adding a label. Labels are definitely my go-to when it comes to layering or adding a little something to your spread. And you can see just by adding the labels, it adds a lot of boldness to my photos, and I just simply love it. Now I'm going to move on to the opposite side of my spread, and this is where I'm going to use the fillet stamp set to stamp the love and you, and it's obviously going to say love you. And what I love about the fillet stamp sets is you can add a sentiment or a different word between your letters, which is so much fun. So I end up stamping love you so much, and then for the you, it's gonna say it's your day, because it was his day. He was turning 18 and he was really excited. So it was a lot of fun to kind of play around with the words that I'm using and the sentiments from my stamp set. By the way, I had to add my stamp pad behind my paper because I've been using this traveler's notebook throughout December, and it's really full. So I always use my stamp pad to kind of make sure that I get a good impression. And I love the stamp pad. It's always linked in my videos, and it's linked in my Amazon favorites. So if you want to check that out, definitely check out my links down in the description box. I also added a little label in the center. I made sure I left enough space to add a label, and I'm going to use a sticker to fill out my label, and I just did that to break down the yellow background, and I really like how it looks. I even chose pink because you guys know I love my 3 colors, and I always try to use 3 different colors on my spread. Now I decided to add these little sticker dots in the centers of my flowers, and later on I'm going to remove them because I felt like you couldn't see the yellow ones, you couldn't see the pink ones, and it just looked like odd like circles on my spread. I don't know, but I'm going to end up removing them in a little bit because I end up stamping a little tiny hearts on the opposite side, and I felt like it just looked odd with the hearts on the right and the circles on the left. It just looked weird to me, so I end up removing them. I always say this is just paper and stickers, so don't feel like if you stuck something down that you have to stick to it. You can always change your mind. I do it all the time. It's not a big deal. I remove them. Nothing happened to my paper. Nothing happened to my spread. So, you know, just do what feels right to you and listen to your gut, I guess. But anyways, once I remove these little dots, I'm going to grab my puffy sticker drawer and add a few stars, and I think I end up adding a speech bubble. I really wanted to bring in more of the yellow and green to the opposite side, but I just end up using my puffy stickers for that, and it's a great way to add a little texture to your spread. But anyways, you guys, I am done. I love how this turned out. Don't forget to check out the rest of the channels for this hop and to check out all the new releases at the Ton Stamp. I'm going to be adding all the links down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.